Hi there Seekers, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot and to your weekly tarot reading. This is just my short little introduction guys, to let you know that I have been a little bit sick this week, so I'm not showing up face to face here, but I just want to wish you all a wonderful week and let you know that all the links that you need are below the video for my social media, Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. And should you want to arrange a private reading, also the links to the decks that I use and the music as well, as many of you do ask about that. So don't forget to like the video guys if you enjoy the content, and leave me a comment, hit the subscribe button, that would be amazing. It really helps the content travel further and keeps me putting out these readings for you. Don't forget to keep shining bright, keep shining your inner flame and keep it burning bright. Let's go to your reading. Hi there Leo, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot and to your weekly tarot reading for March 8th through to the 14th. Leo, let's see what just may be on the cards for you. Got 2 oracle cards there, so we will jump on in. First one I have is Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So you might be feeling those qualities arise within yourself, becoming more connected to your intuition, maybe teaching others, guiding others, uplifting others, or you might be attracting teachers or mystics into your life, Leo. That's a beautiful energy. Oh, and I've got answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Such a pivotal theme of the last year. I mean, so many of us feel like we have a deeper call. Sometimes we don't know what it is, but we just know that maybe what we're doing now isn't fulfilling us on a soul level. When we give up a lot of, if we're talking work, we give up a lot of time to be in our roles. And if we're not sort of, feeling like we are fulfilled by that, it's a lot of ourselves to give up. So some of you might have a call to service, to help others, to creative pursuit, to a place, to a person. And my advice is always, if you feel like you have a calling but you're not sure what it is, Leo, start removing what doesn't feel in alignment in your life, and you'll be surprised how things shift and how you begin to create the space for that calling to be revealed to you. Okay, let's go to the Moonchild Tarot for an overarching tarot energy. Okay, I'm going to take that one. Oh, Death, Scorpionic energy. Now, the Death card is such a beautiful card. I can just get that in focus. Borrowed camera, guys. Sorry, still struggling with it a little bit. It is much better than my old one, though. So, this card here, number 13 in the Major Arcana, is associated with endings, cyclic endings, releases, purging, releasing the old, shedding the skin. And in doing that, we create the space for the new calling to come towards us. So there might be an area of your life, Leo, that you just feel has had its time, is ready to close out. And when death comes in, we're really being asked to surrender to the fact that it's probably not time to plant new seeds in this situation, that you're being called to transition and plant your seeds elsewhere. It's very much like the seasonal energy, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job. We often go through that seasonal cycle. At some point, it's in its spring. You're planting those seeds, and there's all that promise, the promise of how it's going to flourish. Then the summer, where we have the height of it, the honeymoon season, and then we eventually move into the fall and winter, where things die down. And we always have the opportunity to either plant a new crop, or to move on, to harvest and move on. So you're being asked here, Leo, that maybe, to consider, is it time to take that last harvest and move on somewhere else, and to surrender to what is completing in your life. Like so many of us, we can stay in situations beyond when they've died down, and then we're wondering, why aren't I getting any more growth? Where's the harvest? Because sometimes it's just had its time. That soil is not fertile anymore. If you're following along with the metaphor, guys. Leo, let's get the tarot positions out. Beginning here with the energy of the recent past. I'm going to take the one that I'm holding at the bottom, and that is the Empress. And that is beautiful because if anyone knows how to plant new seeds in the direction of your desires and callings, it is the Empress. It's probably my favorite card. Not that there's good or bad cards, but it just really is a beautiful energy. I've got the Two of Cups in the position here. I've got the Devil at the bottom of the deck as it comes out. So some of you might be completing a partnership. That could be the Death. Let's just have to see what the clarifying energies are. Leo, you can't see this, but I'm picking up the cards as they come through, and I'm going to take the two top ones because that is your major arcana, and that is the Death card there. So we have an ending here relating to you that's going to lead to the fulfillment, the calling. Let's get the clarifiers out. Okay, that one. Oh, Death card again, guys. It's called Transformation in this deck. Can't make it up when the same cards come out. It is really just highlighting that really is your message. Okay. Page of Wands. Judgment, called Awakening in this deck. Yeah, okay. The Sun. This is also associated with Leo. So yeah, there is a painful ending here, Leo, but my goodness, you're going to have to keep in mind that things are much more positive on the other side. Knight of Wands is here. So Leo, for most of you, this is going to be in partnership. It's not limited to romantic partnership. It can be a friendship. It could be like a business kind of connection as well for some of you. But there, with the Two of Cups in the reading, with Judgment, it's most definitely calling time or final judgment, last call on a partnership or an emotional connection. Okay, let's jump in. So yeah, we've kind of talked about the Death card, but let's just look at the difference in this one. It's called Transformation, and it shows somebody who's like coming out of that kind of very heavy sort of Egyptian temple here, the chamber. So you could have even have been in a bit of a period of constriction, restriction, or even depression in this connection, I think, with this card here, and you're finally seeing the light. Your vibration's finally rising here, Leo, because you're finally taking action. And I see that light as being the sun, you know, the sun that is calling you forward to your new purpose. And what I'm kind of feeling here is that whatever this connection is, it's occupied a lot of space in your life, time, effort, and energy. And the cards are kind of saying, answer the call. Maybe your energy needs to be invested somewhere else in your life. Maybe your career, your projects, getting your finances up and running. And this connection has been consuming a lot of your energy, and all of your energy has been going into this. So maybe other areas of your life have been left unattended. That's what I'm kind of feeling. You've been planting all your seeds in the connection and no seeds elsewhere. The calling also, I feel, is to end the connection, because in some way, Leo, it's going to transform your life. You're going to be liberated. Awakening or Judgment is also an energy of liberation as well. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here. And I'm going to go a little bit freeform here, Leo, if you don't mind, just because I feel like that's how the message is going to be best presented, rather than sort of going forward and back. So here we have the Two of Cups with the Judgment energy. Judgment is that divine wake-up call. And you could almost say that this person here is having an awakening or wake-up call as well. And that's why it's called awakening. Awakening to the fact of, oh, you know, I don't really want to accept it, but I think this connection's had its time, and I need to surrender to that, and I need to release it, because I'm feeling like my calling is somewhere else. So in the Judgment energy, it's like you kind of had that wake-up call, and you're making that decision that's the last call, right? Do I go back around for another cycle here, or do I bring this across to the World energy, which is the card that comes after this, the last card of the Major Arcana, and accept that it's over? And with this, you know, this is the second to last Major Arcana, the World being the last one. You're really close to mastering a life lesson, within this connection, or completing the karmic contract that you came into this life to achieve for this person. So yeah, that could feel like I've gone through a really big growth curve in this connection, but I'm kind of feeling like now we're growing at different paces. Of course, that's always going to happen in a connection, but maybe growing in different directions. I don't think we can grow together anymore. So with the Awakening card here, there's a sense of now wanting to liberate yourself and raise your vibration even more in another direction. And there's a sense that the connection has become limiting for you in some way, sometimes maybe even toxic. You know, when we stay in things too long, it really can get to that point. So let's do these ones first. You know, Leo, the Strength card and the Ten of Swords says, you know, it's time to bring in the completion energy, and you're being asked to have the strength and courage, which is your, you know, these are your qualities, Leo. This is what you're best at in doing this. Yeah, it's going to hurt, and I think it's going to hurt for both of you. The Ten of Swords can be a painful ending that kind of feel, it could even be deception here. You know, you might feel, you know, deceived by spirit, that it's like, I've invested all this time and energy in this connection, and now I've got to end it. You know, it kind of feels like some kind of irony here, and your person may feel like that as well. And there could be a sense of fatigue or burnout here because, you know, you've really been persevering, you've really been pushing. What we have to keep in mind in this card here is that you can see that beautiful sunny sky bursting on the horizon. That is the sun energy that's coming in to say, hey, it's all going to be okay for both of you. It is going to work out here. Sometimes it's just what needs to happen. Have the strength and courage to face those fears. Keep in mind that the ego, the beast within, is going to want to keep you safe by not going through upheaval and change. So it might tell you, oh, we can go back around for another cycle. It's not that bad and that kind of thing. But we really need to bring the ego under control so we can hear the higher self that is really directing you to answer this call and take action. And this Page of Wands card here for me is so beautiful because, you know, she's taking that one last look over her shoulder and going, you know what, I've learned so much with this. This has been such a beautiful connection for me, but it has completed, it has done its time, and I'm stepping through the portal, the stargate, going into the chrysalis for metamorphosis, because it's time for me to transform my life. So I really feel it's like you're stepping through into another reality, another realm here. And look what is through there. Just look what is through there. I've got the Empress, I've got the Sun, I've got the Nine of Cups, I've got the Knight of Wands over here. There's a calling that is going to come for you that is going to be a new frontier. That's what you're stepping through to. The Knight of Wands is the new frontier, is a leap or launch towards your passions and desires. So the Empress says, you know, what is truly on your heart here, Leo? Because the Empress is the energy that can take what has been burning away under the surface deep down and birth that into the reality for you. So you may be wanting to funnel your energy into a creative project, into a business, into a job, or into even a new connection, and that's okay. So the Empress is really that beautiful energy that can take those desires and make them happen. And the Nine of Cups says, you know, you are going to move towards your wish fulfillment. You know, your wishes will be heard, and in some point down the track, you'll be feeling content and looking back on this time and realizing that it was a pivotal milestone in leading you here. So it's such a beautiful energy. And the Sun here, Leo, of course, links to you as well. Energy of Leo says that the worst is actually over as soon as this kind of ending, or as soon as you speak those words, the worst is over, and then the future looks really positive and bright ahead. You're overcoming a great obstacle here, and you are going through some kind of personal birth or metamorphosis. It's also the healing, and generally when the Sun comes into a reading, Leo, it's not just here for a short time. It's here for, you know, a period. So it says that the next chapter is positive. And if we go back to that metaphor that we were using with the cycles, yeah, you might be in the winter now, but very soon you're going to be back into the summer of your life, right? And you're going to be enjoying, you know, all those things in its peak again. You know, it's like that beautiful energy in the peak of summer where everything is just ripe for the picking. Make sure that you're moving with your natural rhythms and cycles here, Leo, taking extra care of yourself. The Empress wants you to move with nature, take more time to be rather than do. Don't try and distract yourself with a lot of doing energy. Sometimes we just need to heal, we just need to integrate, and that is the energy of the Empress. So I feel that overall here, Leo, you're closing out a cycle. I think it's got to do with a partnership so that you can answer a deeper call. The call could be the call to end the connection, but that is because somewhere down the track, you're going to be moving closer to your wishes in an area of your life, potentially different from relationship or in a new connection. There is something that is meant to be for you that is a better fit, that is more in alignment, that isn't where you are currently. So Leo, I'm going to leave it there for you, and I do hope you enjoyed this reading, and I wish you all the best with it if it is your story. Do keep in mind that it's a general reading for the collective, so it may or may not be for you. Feel free to drop me a comment if it is, guys. I do read them all and try and interact with you all over there as well. Helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energy. And Leo, I will see you back here for another one next week. Bye for now.